in police use of deadly force. And before liberals try to say, well, these findings were biased because they came from some conservative-funded organization, they don't. The study was done by Michigan State psychology and Arizona State criminal justice professors. Now, for years, the left has pushed the narrative that police target minorities, and by doing so, they've made police targets of retribution by radicals looking to do them harm. So is it any wonder the left is ignoring this groundbreaking study? With me now, former law enforcement officer Vincent Hill. Vincent, good to see you.
Liz, a pleasure as always.
Vincent, this study is quite groundbreaking. It I guess shows us, it demonstrates quite bombshell results here, but nobody outside of conservative media is talking about it. How come?
Well, because it doesn't fit the narrative that we've been hearing for the last 8 years, right? That police are the bad guys, that police only want to do certain things in certain communities, more importantly, the black and the brown communities. So we're not going to hear this on mainstream media because it doesn't fit the narrative and it doesn't fit the political agenda of the left.
Right, and don't you feel that that's, I guess, insulting, disrespectful, especially to young black men and young white or young black women who are being told by their parents, being told by the media, being told by politicians that their lives are in danger. They're in danger of being targeted by police simply because of the color of their skin. Isn't that the most insulting narrative the left could possibly hurl at these people?
Yeah, absolutely it is. And you touched on it quite well, Liz. I mean, police have become a target for retribution because of this narrative, right? We're almost to 30 officers this year killed in the line of duty by gunfire for this same simple narrative that police are the bad guys in the community.
Right, and that's such a shame. I want to show our viewers a little bit more about this study. Like I said, it looks at basically the most recent data that we have on police-involved shootings from 2015 and 2016. The most recent studies before that we had been talking about were, I think, from about 2009. So this is new data. It was done by two professors from Michigan State and Arizona, psychology and criminal justice professors, and this is what they found. When adjusting for crime, we find no systematic evidence of anti-black disparities in fatal shootings of unarmed citizens, or fatal shootings involving misidentification of harmless objects. They go on to say, multiverse analyses showed only one significant anti-black disparity of 144 possible tests. Exposure to police-given crime rate differences likely accounts for the higher per capita rate of fatal police shootings for blacks, at least when analyzing all shootings. That right there, I think, Vincent, is a pretty significant finding that the number of crimes committed by black men accounts for the higher percentage of black individuals that are killed in police-involved shootings. No one talks about that either.
Yeah, and it's like I always say, I've said this 100 times, crime brings police, not color. So when you're looking at demographics that have a large population of black males, black individuals, of course it's going to look like police are only doing this in one area, but it's all about numbers. It's demographics.
Right, and I guess my question, and this is fairly rhetorical, isn't this what we should be focusing on? If we want fewer police-involved shootings, shouldn't we focus on why people in the black community commit a higher number of crimes than people in the white community? And when we look at those influences, isn't that what we should be working on domestically? Isn't that what our politicians should be focused on fixing, so that certain demographics of people aren't more prone to crime than any other demographic?
Absolutely, but that's not the agenda. That's not the policy of the left, right? I mean, we have to start talking crime reform. We always hear the left talk about, oh, we need police reform, but we need crime reform, because no crime, police won't show up. It's that simple. And I'll do one even better, Liz. I did some deep research, and in 2017, these are recent numbers as well, 457 white individuals killed by police to 252 black individuals. That's double, but yet the mainstream media is silent on that situation.
Right, and I mean, it's a horrible statistic no matter which way you look at it, to think of that many people losing their lives. Heather McDonald wrote about this in the Wall Street Journal just 2 years